Manual instrumentation or automatic instrumentation. If you're using OpenTelemetry, you know there are your two choices, but let's be honest, putting that agent path parameter on every single jar file or Node.js process is a bit of a nightmare. So today I'm going to deep dive into the OpenTelemetry Injector and how it solves that problem. What it is, how it works, and why it might just become your favorite way to add observability to your apps. Let's go. First things first. The injector's job is to inject the relevant auto instrumentation library into your code so that when you just run your code, you get OpenTelemetry tracing and metrics automatically out of the box. And yes, you can already, without the injector, run, as I say, Java agent, pass it the jar file and run your application, but it doesn't really scale. You can, of course, do the same with Node and other languages. The injector, on the other hand, once you've set it up, allows you to just run your application, Java jar, myjar, or Node.js app.js as normal, no changes necessary. So how does it work? Well, I'm going to show you with the most simple Java program there is. It's a calculator. It takes two numbers and calculates the output, the result, pushes them to the console and a webhook endpoint that we are going to specify. So let me quickly show you my stack. I've got two containers running in Docker Compose on the same network so that they can talk to each other. And remember that the telemetry from the application needs to be able to get to the collector. So that's why they're in Docker Compose, so they can find each other and send the telemetry. The collector host name is OTEL-collector and the app host name is calculator. First, go to webhook.site and copy the long unique URL that it gives you. Open the .env file and paste the URL into there. Now let's spin up the stack and tail the collector logs. So you should see that the collector starts and doesn't really do anything else. It's sitting waiting for telemetry. Now let's go into open a new terminal, go into the application container, compile and run the application as is without any instrumentation. Now you should see the console output. Switch to the webhook.site browser tab and you're going to see a post request come in with the result in the JSON body. Switch to the collector terminal and actually you should see nothing new at all because there's no instrumentation there. So now let's get the calculator instrumented. First, install the RPM or the deb package, which is actually a bundle of the auto instrumentation code and the injector. Now, I'm obviously showing all of this manually, but of course you'd automate this as part of the Docker file when you build your containers. Next, we need to somehow arrange for every Java process to be injected at startup time with this new OpenTelemetry auto instrumentation library. To do this, we use a mechanism called LD preload, and this is the magic. LD preload is a Linux way to load things, load libraries that you define before anything else. So using this, we can override other libraries and ensure that the auto instrumentation stuff, the libraries, are loaded before our program. Now, if you think that sounds powerful and potentially dangerous, you'd be right. I mean, it is. It's really hooking into the internals of what you're able to do. But that's exactly what we use. So let's use LD preload and then start the calculator again. Notice I'm also setting the OpenTelemetry service name and the OTLP endpoint to my collector because it defaults to localhost, but I want that to be sent to obviously my collector running in Docker. Switching to webhook.site, you should see a second curl request, a post request come in with your new result. And so we're proving that not only did the code run again, but actually it was instrumented and all of the telemetry automatically got to the collector. Now let's see that quickly using an actual observability backend. I'm going to use Dynatrace in this case. I've created the right API token with ingest metrics and ingest OpenTelemetry traces. And I've placed both of those in the .env.dynatrace file. Notice it is a different environment variable file. Again, I'm going to destroy my current stack and I'm going to start up the new stack. Basically, the difference here is that we have reconfigured the collector to send send the telemetry to Dynatrace and the debug output. So I'll do the same as usual. I'll install wget, I'll download the .deb package, I'll install the .deb package, and I'll start up my application once more. After a minute or so, this time the trace and the metrics should be available in Dynatrace. And that's great, but I did promise at the beginning that we do this fully automatically, system-wide. So how do we do that without setting LD preload every single time without actually exporting it? It's actually quite easy. We arrange so that when the VM starts up, we place the LD environment variable into etc ld.so.preload, and that basically loads that automatically for every single application. So notice we are echoing the path to the OTEL inject lib.so into that file, and then that's a one-time thing. We just run our application. There are, however, a few gotchas with this and a few cautions. Number one, the injector currently works with Java, Node.js, .NET, and Python, although Python is currently disabled by default. It's not currently Windows or Mac OS compatible, so like me, if you, like I did, first try to just spin up a Java process on your Mac, this isn't going to work. You're going to need to drop into a container first. The auto-instrumentation libraries themselves only trace at the code boundaries, i.e. the outgoing HTTP call. You saw that in the distributed trace in Dynatrace. I don't see any of my internal logic by default. That is not a fault of the injector. That's a design decision by the auto-instrumentation library authors. So if you want extra code, extra spans, you're going to need to combine that with manual instrumentation. And the final gotcha is this is still 0.1.0, so do be aware of that. It's still very early days, so test, 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 and be very cautious about where and how you use this at the moment. So there you have it, an almost effortless way to begin observing your Java, .NET, Node.js, and Python applications in your VMs running in whatever cloud you've got in just a few lines of code using the OpenTelemetry Injector. As always, all of the links to all of the code for the hands-on will be on GitHub, and you can find the link in the video description. If you found this useful, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want more OpenTelemetry and observability content, do hit that subscribe button because I'll have a lot more coming your way. So go experiment with the OpenTelemetry Injector. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.